Hello, I'm Miyuhara, a weather forecaster. Japan is one of the countries with many earthquakes. Please look at this chart. Between 2012 and 2021, 11.9% of all earthquakes of magnitude 6 or higher occurred around Japan. So, how do earthquakes occur? I will tell you one example. The surface of the earth is covered by large slabs of rocks called plates. The plate is divided into many pieces like a cracked eggshell. They move by colliding with each other and sinking into the earth. So, what makes the plates move? It is the mantle. The mantle lies further beneath the plate, and it is a rock that has been melted by high heat. It rises when it gets hot and sinks when it gets cold. This movement of the mantle moves the plates above it. Japan lies across these 4 plates: North American Plate, Pacific Plate, Philippine Sea Plate, and Eurasia Plate. These are actively moving, and because of its unique position with these plates, Japan has many earthquakes. If you have experienced an earthquake, I think you have heard the word magnitude. Magnitude is a measure of the amount of energy released by an earthquake. If the magnitude increases by 1, the amount of energy released by an earthquake increases about 32 times. A magnitude 8 earthquake would have about 1,000 times the energy of a magnitude 6 earthquake. On the other hand, the degree of shaking in the place where we live is called seismic intensity. It ranges from 0 to 7, and 5 and 6 are divided into lower and upper levels. The higher the number, the greater the intensity of shaking. So, how can we protect ourselves when an earthquake occurs? I will show you some cases. The first is when you are indoors. If you feel the ground shaking, get under a table immediately. Even after the shaking stops, be aware of your surroundings. Windows and dishes may be scattered on the floor, so protect your feet by wearing slippers and shoes. Next is when you are outdoors. Stay away from things that may collapse or fall over, such as block walls and utility poles. In areas where there are many buildings, broken pieces of windows and signboards may fall from above, so be careful. Evacuate by protecting your head and go to a safe place such as a park or vacant lot. Next is when you are near the mountains or sea. If near a mountain, stay away from cliff faces because landslides can occur here. If near a sea, evacuate to a higher place or building because a tsunami may come. The water wall of a tsunami may be up to 10 meters high or more. Now, I will give you a quiz. What should you do when an earthquake occurs while you are in an elevator? A. Press the button for the first floor. B. Press the button for all floors. The answer is to press the button for all floors. After doing this, get off at the floor where the elevator stops. If the door doesn't open, don't panic and just use the intercom. These are all the actions you should take when an earthquake occurs. However, even after the shaking stops, it is still not safe. You should be careful of secondary disasters, such as aftershocks, fires, and tsunamis. Now, I will tell you 3 things you can do to prepare for earthquakes on a daily basis. The first is to keep your home safe. When an earthquake occurs, furniture may fall over and houses may collapse, and causing injury and even death. Therefore, it is important to fix furniture with metal fittings and reinforce the house. It is also good to prevent windows from scattering by using protective films. The second is to check dangerous areas and evacuation sites. You can evacuate quickly by knowing your evacuation route. Each local government publishes hazard maps and evacuation sites, so be sure to check them. The third is to prepare emergency supplies. After an earthquake, transportation may be difficult because roads may be cut off. Therefore, you should stockpile at least 3 days' worth of food and drinking water, preferably a week's worth. It is also good to prepare a flashlight, a radio, and a first aid kit. In Japan, it is recommended to pack a backpack with emergency supplies. This is called a bug-out bag, and if you search on the internet, you can buy all the emergency kits together, so please check it out. This is the end of my explanation of earthquakes. Thank you.